We seem to be becoming frequenters of this place again.
I found a debt letter from you at a crime scene. Can you tell me who it was for?
I have no idea.
Why? Do you send that many of them?
Yes, thanks to all you damn newcomers flooding Oakmont. I have a form letter that I adapt. Well, make a newcomer adapt for me to pay his debt. Got 50 of them back here right now. Clever, eh?
Indeed. Less useful than I'd hoped, though. I believe a man named Raymond lives here.
How's it your business?
I need to talk to him.
You'd be better off talking to the wall. Raymond Archer ain't here. Left a few days ago and never came back. Didn't pay either. Damn newcomer.
What about his room? Did he leave any belongings behind?
A pile of weird stuff and broken junk. Take a look if you want. It's the room next to yours.
Yeah, see you later.
It's my next door neighbor. Go figure. This one that was probably locked until a moment ago.
Did Raymond get this air tank from the same place I did?
Oh, time for us to go back under, huh? Is that where that seems to be where we're going?
I've seen some of these places. The backyard with corpses. Joseph Hill's house. Why did he draw all this?
Those are hyper detailed drawings. Holy shit. Raymond's diary. 3rd of October. Found work on a flooded lab on Moreland Road between Seasmith Avenue and Powderhouse Street. Boss says some weird stuff, but sounds like there'll be gold at the end. 2nd of October. 20th of October. Prepared everything for the mission, including getting a diving suit. Good thing I know how to use it too, because the place is underwater. The boss said the entrance is marked with 5 big stones. 23rd of October. Barely got out with the mummy he wanted, and worse, there was no gold in her tomb. Taking the mummy to the lab, my egghead companion claims he can talk to the dead. Hopefully she'll tell him where the gold is. 9th of January. I can't. How is it even possible? How could I know? No sleep, no rest. The mummy. Usha's whispering all the time. Hiding underwater in her tomb. Spare me. Get out of my head.
Stop it! Please stop it! Why do you show me this vile violence? I can't bear it!
This hasn't gone well for him. An underwater tomb. Nope. Can't tie it to anything at the moment. That's what we've got for now, though. We may be able to track her to this tomb with the 5 stones. The entrance is marked with 5 big stones. Oh, found work at the flooded lab on Moreland Road. Right. Where is Moreland Road? Oh. Northern Salvation Harbor. The border. Seasmith and Powderhouse. Seasmith. And there's Powder House. Took a little poking around. There we go. Let's track him down then. Going around making mistakes, ripping things out of the water. Didn't anybody ever realize that's just not a good idea around here? It goes so poorly for you. But he wanted that Mayan gold. I think I've still only seen one eel in the water all game. It was really a standout moment that one time it happened. I think you take damage whenever you go in the water, but it hasn't been as obvious as that one time. Okay. Oh, there's the big guy. There it goes. Probably a massive waste of ammo. He's gonna explode in a moment, isn't he? Yes. That's one way to burn through my resources. But wow, yeah, he went down. A gun clearly serves a purpose. He was dealt with. Oh. The last message. I can't take any more of this. My heart's breaking when I look into the hungry eyes of my family. They're still trying to smile, saying that someday this horror will end. But I know the truth. I think they also understand this. There's no salvation. I've stashed a bullet for each of us. There's no need for them to know what I'm going to do. Goodbye, my beloved. I hope you will forgive me. And then he murdered his family. Kind of a rough choice to make for other people. Ooh, there's a bunch of ammo. A whole bunch of it. Alright. A lot of half-played games of cards and dominoes scattered about in this game. People just can't finish their games around here. Poor people. It's always when the monsters strike, or the strong urge to murder-suicide your entire family, right in the middle of that game of poker. I think I'm in the wrong mission. Is there an all that glitters thing here? No, I thought there might have been. I'm in the right chunk of the area. But it's not listed as an investigation at the moment. Oh, it's literally, it's across the street. This is a completely unrelated sad building where sad things happened. Oh, sorry for your loss. But boy, is this embarrassing. I have the wrong house. Oh, I used up all my rapid fire shots. Oh right, I have a crouch button. I haven't used that in a long time. That's distressing. Is that something I'm about to start meeting underground? Those are new monsters. You really do make them one bullet at a time. So you will absolutely burn through your resources with that one. Octarium ad vitam peresci. The essential salts of animals may be so prepared and preserved that an ingenious man may have the whole Ark of Noah in his own study, and raise the fine shape of an animal out of its ashes at his pleasure. And by the like method, from the essential salts of human dust, a philosopher may, without any criminal necromancy, call upon the shape of any dead ancestor from the dust whereinto his body has been incinerated. Borellus. Alchemy-style rites and nonsense. Lobster fish! Oh, hearing some noises. Oh. Yep, there's an alchemy circle. Kinda. Something like that.
I don't think these tools were used for surgery.
The blood spatter is somehow overlapping them so strongly you can't see them through it.
She won't tell you about Satiganar or God. She won't talk to you. Only the seed may know.
Well, it's nice of her to know English, apparently. So he tried to torture her. Kind of fucked. Uh-oh. Kind of fucked up the other guy kept referring to her as it. Why are you alive? I shot you. Wait, you're still moving. Oh wait, no, you're right, because that doesn't pause time or anything. Whoa. You're a hardy one. Whoa. He's like a mega version of the other guys. Oh. Or I was firing the wrong gun. I thought I was firing this gun. I was firing one shot at a time of the Tommy gun, apparently. That's not what I was going for. He was differently glowy. That was unusual. Alchemist Journal, 7th of June. Materialization successful. Had to burn subject with acid to make talk. Who could imagine the entrance was the crypt? 12th of September. Materialization successful. Hard to understand the deceased. Dialect is very old. He knows nothing about stopping madness. 23rd of October. Raymond found the mummy I was after, but she refuses to discuss Kataganar or madness. Even acid didn't help. 9th of January. This Dane Raymond wants his gold, but she remains silent. Told that I'm not K-chosen. We must try harder. Usha may wish for death, but as long as I have her essential salts, I can revive her. There will be no escape from pain. Wow, what a moral fellow. Is this Usha's salts, apparently?
It looks like it contains ashes mixed with salt. I do not want to know its origin.
Can we take that? It's probably her remains. We can probably take it, and then we can free her for the information or whatever. Dump her remains in the ocean or whatever it takes to get them away from them. That's a lot of them. That's a lot of salts. Not going down there, not like this.
Whatever happened in this lab, it has nothing to do with normal science.
There's a circle in there too. In the jail cell.
Someone wounded really wanted to get inside this room.
If only they could master the art of getting over that. Oh. Don't you slosh at me.
You promised we'd be rich, Hill. Go ask her about gold. Not that nonsense about Kathy Damhar or sea.
But he wants to ask about Cthulhu. The gold was a ruse, you silly boy.
Help me, you bastard! Stop this monstrosity! Let me in!
You broke the ceiling, sir.
Time to figure this out.
Time to figure this out. Well, the part where they're hanging out and talking happens before the part where they die graphically. Gonna blow your mind with that crazy, crazy conclusion.
Not that nonsense about Kathy. Help me, you bastard! Stop this monstrosity! Let me in!
Joseph Hill and Raymond tortured Usha to find out how to get inside Katiganar. But she got free and attacked them. Hill fled, leaving Raymond alone with her.
Stop! She has something to say.
Raymond? I was looking for you. We have to talk about the undead Mayan.
You don't need to hurt her. She knows what you want. She can offer a deal.
Last I heard, you were trying to shoot Usha, but now you're her messenger. Why the about-face?
She took this body as her vessel. She doesn't want to frighten you.
Well, using a man as a puppet is still creepy, Usha. What deal are you talking about?
You, chosen, must descend into the depths, into the shell. She knows the way.
I need to enter to stop the madness. If you tell me how to do it, I won't pursue you.
Generous. She has another offer. Help her, and she will tell you how to meet your destiny.
And what exactly am I supposed to do?
Kill sorcerer Joseph. He does not let her rest. He will pursue and enslave her once again.
Why should I kill Joseph? And why do you keep calling him a sorcerer?
He woke her up, plundered her body, forced her to breathe once more, cut her, pierced her, burned her, kept her in chains.
You want revenge.
She wants freedom. No freedom while the sorcerer lives.
You could have just told Joseph what he wanted. What difference would it have made?
The sorcerer does not deserve these gifts. He is guided by pride and greed. She waited for the K-chosen to appear, and here you are, marked, tied up by fate. She sees it in your eyes, wide shut.
What will you do after you're free?
Live.
If I do what you ask, where will we meet?
Among the stone fingers in the Garden of the Dead.
Oh, can't you just tell it straight? I've had enough riddles for a lifetime.
She believes your mind is not that weak.
After everything I've seen in this laboratory, I'm on your side.
She will wait for you.
One more knowledge point.
Oh, my head. I can't... Where am I?
Where's that? Oh, there's a lantern in there. I'm like, I was like, where's that light coming from? He just popped right up. Talking about the stone fingers, he's talking about the 5 stones that the other journal was talking about. Oh my goodness. I've never quite seen this many at once. I'm a little freaked out. Underwater tomb, stone fingers. Usha's hideout. Usha hides underwater in her tomb. The entrance is in the cemetery marked by 5 finger-shaped stones. This is exactly what Joseph Hill asked me to find out. Alchemist tried to learn from Usha. Alchemist seeks a cure for madness. No? Alchemist learned from Usha. Usha wants Hill dead. No? Usha will help if I kill Hill. Usha wants revenge on Hill, but can't do it herself. She promised me the secrets of Kataganar as a reward if I help. It's confusing how these are framed as being some kind of epiphany that I put together with multiple clues. I'm like, no, it's literally what the exposition from the character just explained to me explicitly. Like, I keep saying explained explicitly as if that's not literally the same root word. But I'm like, come on, they literally just explained this to me in detail. Like, I don't need to intuit the information that was given to me already. But this is my intuition screen where I intuit the information. Like, it's up there with these weird things where it's like, I wonder what order this happened in. There's one scene where they're having a peaceful conversation, one scene where a monster escapes, and another scene where they're being killed by the monster. What order could these have happened in? Hill betrayed Raymond. Hill hired Raymond as a body snatcher to bring him Usha's corpse, but when she got free, Hill abandoned Raymond. Once again, this is information that we already have, so I'm not intuiting shit from this screen. I'm just gonna click on everything. Usha told Hill nothing. Usha was tortured by Joseph Hill, but told him nothing because he is not a seed. Ushin can tell me about Kataganar. I can make a deal with Usha to learn the secrets of Kataganar. She will only tell them to the seed. Hill revived the dead for answers. Joseph Hill resurrected Usha and others to learn about the madness emanating from Kataganar. I mean, these are both kind of true. He may be trying to stop the madness, but he's also a piece of shit at the same time. But he could be my ally, maybe. But he did... Yeah, I have to pick one or the other. Side with Usha or side with Hill? Well, one of them's a torturing monster lunatic. So probably the other guy. Hill must be killed. While Usha would need to continue feeding on Oakmonters, she knows firsthand how to enter Kataganar. Hill is a mad scientist and cannot be trusted. He betrayed Raymond and lied to me before. I need to kill him to prove to Usha that I'm on her side. That's a good point. She will continue to feed on people. She's not gonna just move on. Yeah, they both suck, but it is worth noting that she will continue to attack people, which I kind of bypassed a bit. Usha must be killed. Though Hill is obsessed with resurrecting the dead and may yet create more dangerous abominations, he shares my goal of stopping the madness. Usha is a blood-sucking monster and cannot be trusted. I must kill her and bring Hill her ashes. I can't trust either of them, and it's probably good if they're both dead, but one of them, by her very nature of existing, will continue to feed on people forever, whereas the other one can just die right afterwards, potentially. At the very least, he doesn't have to eat people to survive. It's not great. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to go back and deal with Usha. I'm not massively psyched with either option, but yeah. The torture and stuff like that, a lot of that puts Usha in the right on a level, but her very existence means that she has to continually devour people. So I have to remember that, oh right, she's a mass murderer. That minor detail hanging over the whole thing that colors the whole thing, despite the fact that they're definitely priming you to be ready to potentially side with her. Maybe we can have a nice conversation with this guy about his unethical interactions with the dead. Hello. To the unsung heroes of the Underground Railroad, who kept the a flame of freedom alive. Huh. That's interesting. They have an Underground Railroad statue, a pretty significant one too. Would Oakmont have a place, thing like that, I wonder? I wonder how much that jives with everything else around it, setting-wise. Not 100% sure, but I think I'm supposed to go back to him with this information. Not psyched about siding with him, but it's far from the first time that I've been conflicted about who I'm siding with here. There was the time I poisoned people, because the alternative was to work with the EOD, which are clearly evil cultists. Part of it is that it's pretty much always inherently about two rival factions or people who are both shitty and are at each other's throats, while I'm trying to accomplish a third unrelated goal that just has to get one of them to work with me, is why these kind of things usually happen.
I need an explanation, Joseph.
No? What did you want to know?
I found the laboratory, Joseph. The one used to raise dead from the ashes and salt.
So then you understand why I need Usha's body. She knows what we both need. The way inside Katiganar.
You revived the dead, then tortured them. That's an abomination.
Do not rush to judgment, Reed. They had their time. Would you truly value one old life over the suffering of millions? They're not even human. Those specters, monstrosities, they are just the vessels of their former knowledge. You can't compare them to the living.
Seems like wild conclusions that are probably not exactly true, but it's how he justifies to himself what he does, because he doesn't think that they're human. But that's how people justify basically every atrocity ever, is by justifying that the people they're doing it to they don't count for some reason or other.
You tormented Usha to get the knowledge you were after. Why?
She refused to tell me what I needed. I was trying to find another way, but until the spell was found, I used more mundane methods.
Like pouring acid on her?
It was stubborn. No longer human. I was forced to try everything. Every time I recreated her, she told me I didn't deserve the knowledge.
I know you had a deal with Raymond, the man who brought you the mummy. What happened to him?
Nothing he didn't deserve. This newcomer, he was only interested in treasure. It's his fault Usha is after us now.
He's her toy now, possessed and tormented. But it was you who let this happen.
Me? I did not free her, and for Kay's sake, why should I risk everything to save an imbecile? My mission is of far greater importance.
Usha made me a proposal. She's willing to help me get inside Katiganor.
What? Surely not. It must be a trap.
You didn't even ask me what she wanted in return.
I fear I know already. She wants me dead. Dane, she's using you, Reed! She knows I'm the only one who can stop her. I have already prepared the unguent to prevent her resurrection. Please, can't we just finish this as planned?
Now calm down, Joseph. I'm not fool enough to believe a blood-sucking monster. Just thought you ought to know.
Okay. You scared me for a moment. But if we're finished here, you should probably continue your search.
I know where Usha is. It's the same crypt that Raymond was diving in.
So, she returned to the tomb. Fine, we'll strike now. Prepare your guns.
What's the plan?
I've formulated an elixir that should damage her unnatural body. Coat your bullets in it, and go and slay the monstrosity. Just don't forget to collect her ashes afterwards. I'll prepare everything we need and wait nearby. Soon we'll both have our answers. Please hurry, Reed. We can still save this city.
I don't agree with what my character said, but it's what happens when you pick a side. Because I don't necessarily think she's trying to trick me. She might be completely good with her word. It's just that if I side with her, she's going to go on to continually feed on people in the long term. Usha hides underwater in her tomb. The entrance is in the cemetery. Oh, the cemetery, right. Haven't been there for a while. I believe it's here? I was expecting that to come up later. We had previous encounters with a cemetery where I was waiting for, like, the moment where we'd get told to go deeper. I avoided going deeper because I'm like, this is a lot to explore, and it's a pretty big, elaborate-looking location, and I figured there's definitely going to be, like, a late in the story moment where you actually go deeper in there. And I believe that we have now reached that point.